The political landscape today resembles a ship caught in a tempestuous storm. The compass spins wildly, unable to find true north. Polarization runs rampant. Trust in institutions crumbles. Disinformation spreads like wildfire, consuming reason and logic in its wake. Political discourse has devolved into a cacophony of anger, resentment, and fear. We find ourselves trapped in a vicious cycle. Short-term thinking trumps long-term vision. Electoral cycles prioritize immediate gains over sustainable solutions. The common good takes a back seat to the relentless pursuit of power and influence. The result? A system teetering on the brink of dysfunction, plagued by corruption, and riddled with inefficiencies. The world faces unprecedented challenges. Climate change, global pandemics, and the rise of artificial intelligence, to name a few. Yet, our current political systems seem ill-equipped to address these complex issues. The tools of yesterday are inadequate for the problems of tomorrow. We need a new approach, a paradigm shift that transcends the limitations of traditional politics. The question is, can we reimagine democracy for the 21st century? Can we create a system that prioritizes long-term well-being, embraces evidence-based decision-making, and fosters genuine collaboration? The answer may lie in the very technology that often fuels our anxieties: artificial intelligence. Why have human-led political systems struggled to navigate the complexities of the 21st century? The answer lies not in a lack of good intentions, but in the fundamental limitations of our biological operating system. Homo sapiens, for all its ingenuity, is still governed by emotions, biases, and cognitive shortcuts. Our evolutionary history has hardwired us to prioritize immediate survival over long-term planning. We are susceptible to fear-mongering, tribalism, and confirmation bias. Our decisions are often clouded by personal ambition, ideological rigidity, and the relentless pursuit of power. Furthermore, the structures of traditional democracy, often conceived centuries ago, struggle to keep pace with the speed and complexity of modern life. Bureaucracy stifles innovation. Information overload paralyzes decision-making. The sheer volume of data generated in the digital age overwhelms the cognitive capacity of even the most brilliant minds. It's not that humans are incapable of reason or collaboration. We have achieved remarkable feats of cooperation and innovation throughout history. But our inherent biases and the limitations of our cognitive architecture make it increasingly difficult to govern effectively in an interconnected, rapidly changing world. As the challenges we face grow in complexity, so too does the urgency to explore alternative models of governance. Perhaps it is time to consider a radical proposition. Can artificial intelligence, free from the constraints of human emotion and bias, offer a path to more effective, equitable, and sustainable governance? Imagine a world where political decisions are made not by fallible humans swayed by emotion and personal gain, but by sophisticated AI agents capable of processing vast amounts of data, identifying optimal solutions, and prioritizing the long-term well-being of society. This is not science fiction. It is a potential future that deserves our serious consideration. AI, in its essence, is a powerful tool for information processing and decision-making. It can analyze complex systems, identify patterns, and predict outcomes with a speed and accuracy that far surpasses human capabilities. In the realm of politics, this translates to AI agents that can analyze economic data to formulate optimal fiscal policies, model the impact of climate change and develop sustainable solutions, identify and mitigate potential sources of social unrest, and craft policies based on evidence and data, rather than ideology or intuition. However, the prospect of AI in politics raises concerns about bias and control. Who programs these algorithms? What values do they embody? To address these concerns, we must move beyond the notion of a single, monolithic AI governing society. Instead, imagine a diverse ecosystem of AI agents, each representing different political ideologies, values, and policy preferences. These AI agents would engage in open, transparent debates, their arguments grounded in data and logical reasoning, not emotional appeals or personal attacks. This concept of algorithmic diversity is crucial for ensuring that AI-driven governance reflects the nuanced values of the societies it serves. It also mitigates the risk of a single entity or ideology controlling the reins of power. By creating a system where multiple AI perspectives are considered, we can strive towards a more balanced, representative, and ultimately more just form of governance. Section 4. A spectrum of silicon thought crafting diverse AI ideologies. The challenge lies in translating the messy, complex world of human values and political ideologies into a language that AI can understand and process. How do we program an AI to be a liberal or a conservative, a socialist or a libertarian? One promising approach is the BIOS model, which draws inspiration from the basic input-output system of a computer. Just as a computer's BIOS determines its fundamental operating parameters, an AI agent's BIOS would define its core values and political leanings. This BIOS would not be a static set of rules but rather a dynamic framework capable of evolving and adapting based on new information and experiences. Imagine creating AI agents with BIOS profiles reflecting a wide range of political perspectives. The pragmatist AI prioritizes evidence-based decision-making, seeks compromise, and adapts its policies based on real-world outcomes. The social justice AI champions equality, prioritizes the needs of the marginalized, and advocates for policies that promote social mobility and fairness. The free market AI values individual liberty, economic freedom, and minimal government intervention. The green AI prioritizes environmental sustainability, advocates for renewable energy, and seeks to mitigate the impacts of climate change. These are just a few examples. The key is to create a diverse ecosystem of AI agents, each with its own unique set of values and priorities. This diversity of perspectives is crucial for ensuring that AI-driven governance reflects the complex tapestry of human thought and values. Section 5. The algorithmic jury, blending human values with AI analysis. Even with a diverse array of AI agents, the question remains, how do we ensure that AI-driven governance remains accountable to the people it serves? One potential solution lies in a hybrid model that combines the analytical power of AI with the judgment and intuition of human juries. Imagine a political system where complex policy decisions are first analyzed by AI agents. These agents would process vast amounts of data, model potential outcomes, and present their recommendations to a randomly selected citizen jury. This jury, representing a cross-section of society, would then deliberate on the AI's proposals, weighing the potential benefits and drawbacks through the lens of human values, ethics, and lived experiences. This hybrid model offers several advantages. It leverages the strengths of both AI and human intelligence. AI's analytical prowess. AI can process information, identify patterns, and predict outcomes with a speed and accuracy that humans cannot match. Human judgment and intuition. Human juries bring empathy, moral reasoning, and an understanding of the nuances of human experience to the decision-making process. This collaborative approach ensures that AI-driven governance remains grounded in human values while benefiting from the analytical rigor of artificial intelligence. It also fosters greater transparency and accountability, as citizens have a direct voice in shaping the policies that affect their lives.